Hi there, Gemini. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 25th of April. This week begins with Uranus and Venus continuing to sparkle brilliantly in the most sociable part of your horoscope. Now, this could have led to some unusual exchanges or connections last week, and perhaps there's going to be some of that this week. But I think as they separate, I think you're going to be thinking more about the quality of your relationships as much as the quantity. And that becomes even more of a theme once Venus passes into the most secluded part of your scope, and that occurs on Saturday. But Mercury, your ruling planet, also goes into a retrograde on Thursday, and in fact is going to be moving through the sign of Taurus right through until the end of the third week of May, so a really extended location in this area. Now, this transit is going to give you a lot of food for thought. People see you as being very outgoing and bubbly, and you have a great ability to connect to situations through your mentality, through your intellect and personality. But you may surprise yourself by how much in the weeks to come you step back a little bit from the hubbub of interaction, despite that smashing start to the week that Uranus and Venus present you with. And you can find yourself actually wanting to just take time out to really mull over quite a few elements of your existence. Now, this is going to be especially underlined by the Sun's angle with Neptune in the second half of this week. Even when it comes to your professional hopes, it could be the things you do behind the scenes, the rather more nuanced and subtle things that you're contemplating or doing, research or putting out feelers on a confidential basis that works just as well as being more front on and direct. And part of this is because both Mars and Saturn in your sector of relating are also now in retrograde, and in the case of Saturn continues to clash with Jupiter this week, and Mars continues to find itself in a difficult exchange with Neptune. So even if you are trying to reach out to people in positions of influence, make the right impression, try to build up goodwill, there could be at times when you feel really short of neat drive and energy. And that could find you feeling a little bit frustrated. What you can only do, Gemini, is to try to narrow your focus. Because as the quarter moon occurs towards the end of this week, there could be a potential for you to let things that you normally shrug off to really get under your skin. So take time out, seclude yourself a little bit if need be, and don't beat yourself up about it. It's possible that also you will have some kind of major decision to make in the 28 days from Saturday regarding a close relationship. It's possible that someone new can come into your world, or you find yourself thinking back nostalgically to your past. A tie that maybe has still got some unfinished business could be one of the strands that comes up in your thinking. So if you do just find yourself that much more quiet and less ebullient and garrulous than usual, just take it in your stride. Give yourself the permission to just reflect, think, meditate, breathe, sleep, rest, and just find out where you really need to be. It will be a very healing process if you engage in this in its fullness rather than actually resenting it. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.